Okay, it's August 21st, 4 p.m. This is the regular meeting of the Merrill Transit System for the City of Merrill. And our first item on the agenda is call to order, and then public comment. Do we have any public comment? Any public comment? Okay. Item number 3, approve the minutes of June 2020. Should that be July?
Should be July, yes.
July 2023 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the July 17, 2023 meeting.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's approved. Item number 4, Administrators Report. Brad?
Ridership is pretty steady, for summer. We're getting students signed up. I'm going to call Lonnie from the radio station, see if I can get on the radio sometime very soon. Just kind of throw out a reminder for parents that have to sign their kids up, that it's not just carried over from year to year. So we're gonna do that. Employee status. I am happy to say that we have a part-time employee.
Good.
Just started this morning. It's a full train, so we have to do the whole CDL thing, so it's gonna be a while. My goal is to have her up and on her own by September.
Sounds good.
Right before school?
I'm
Or
sorry, October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was good.
I know, right?
That'd have been great. Okay.
If she would have came with a license, we could do it, but
Mm-hmm.
so that puts us back with with 3 part-time
Good.
and the 3 full-time, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That'll lead.
So we're looking for one more part-time individual we could use.
We could, yes. Just
Mhm.
as a fill-in once a week or 3 days a week, and then help with vacations
Sure.
and things.
And how many days will this individual be working then?
This one will be working 5
Okay.
right now.
Mhm.
And if we get that 4th person, then they all get it'll be 4,
Sure.
4, 4, 4, 4, 3,
Wonderful.
something like that.
Good,
So, but we're taking a step in the right direction.
good.
As far as employee status, I know that the union has failed.
Mm-hmm.
Did not go through, so. That's good news too, I think,
Mhm.
for me anyway. So, that's all that I
Did we
have.
participate in Community Night Out?
We did, we offered free rides, and the
Okay.
bus was there and available, and
I didn't see the bus, I was there, but it must have been back, because last time it was really up front by the door.
it was pretty much
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Right.
it was very close to where it was last year, but last year
Yeah.
when you walked out the door,
Yeah.
it was on that side. This year it was on the side by the
Okay.
building.
Okay, yeah. So good. Did we give many rides, or?
We had 4 people
Good,
go
That's
down
good.
there, so.
wonderful.
Yep.
Good exposure.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept the administrator's report as presented.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Okay, all in favor of approval? Aye.
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 It's approved. Okay. Restructure employee to maintain coverage.
Well, I think with the current hire of another part-time person, it's not necessary to do any restructuring at this point. Although we've talked about several options within us, as options, and those may have to come back at some point if we get into that situation again.
Okay, I guess what I would like to have is at least some plans, so if this happens again, you can pull out your folder and say, okay, these are the options that we have, instead of, okay, well, next month I'll work on it. do you understand what I'm saying? At least we can be prepared.
Right, well, it would have,
You must have some type of ideas.
well, my ideas were, were presented.
Right, right.
Well, presented, and that would take time, because you're looking at hiring another person, which wouldn't take as much time, because it would be a full-time person. But in the short term, we have people that are willing to work overtime. If it's a short-term thing. If it turns out to be a long-term thing, like we lose,
Right,
if we
right,
lose
Brett, I
all of our
understand.
part-timers.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, we want Plan A, B, or C. This is what we can, that's kind of what I'm looking at, instead of saying, okay, well, what should we say? Okay, this is what Plan A is, this is what Plan B is, so we can just pull it out. Am I off the wall, or?
I think it makes sense.
Okay, that's just, as, obviously, we don't need it right now.
Right.
But we may need it in 9 months, and that way we don't have to wait, is what I'm saying. So, you already have things already in line or prepared, so if we can just have them in a folder and be able to pull it out and say, okay, what do we as a commission want to do? That's my feeling. I don't know how everybody else feels. But
Okay.
I would
mean,
agree.
that's-
I think that would be a good idea. Something we could look at and say, if this happens, then we have to go to Plan A or B and have the options for us. We might need to just kind of review them to refresh our individual memories. Maybe we could bring that up next month and just,
Mhm.
anything else on restructuring? Okay, then future agenda items. Well, we've got one for the maintain coverage. Anything coming up or down the road that,
You have your budget meeting too? Or did you already have the city
Budgets
budget?
I haven't gotten it from Kathy,
Okay,
but when those are coming out, those will,
'cause it,
we'll review that. Those are, yeah, that's usually October-ish,
I know it's.
so that's coming up.
I know, that's what I mean.
yeah,
Exactly, this is end of August almost, so, okay.
yeah, I think we always tried to get them going by this time, but
Yeah.
with, I think they just came down last week with that, how much money we were gonna get from the state for, shared revenue.
Out of the
Out of the-
plan.
Yeah, because that just came out, I'm pretty sure it was last week they
Mm.
talked about.
That and they have to wait, Kathy has to wait for the value something.
Oh.
Sure. Oh, the city,
Yep, the value thing, so that she can do the
Mm-hmm.
what we should,
the
yes.
taxes thing.
If they get that correct, the state does, yes.
Okay, so we got that and the coverage thing, the budget. Anything else?
Can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Kate,
Okay.
sir?
I just want to make a comment.
Please.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if it goes in this spot or not, but I sure liked the photo news coverage last week in the paper. The whole page was really nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's our legal ad we have to do once a year.
Okay.
And-
Oh, just one time a year.
Yep,
Is that?
I think this week you'll see a smaller ad for
Mm-hmm.
just a reminder for schools, school registration. And
Okay.
as long as I can, if I can go back to that, I just sent the thing to Hallie to put on Facebook, the website, and Facebook.
Good,
So that's out there.
good.
And
Oh, the same art, the same print?
nope, it's something different.
Okay.
I don't know where I put it.
I sure I had never noticed the lower right, I don't have it in front of me, but where you are soliciting bids
Okay.
from minorities and women and for fuel and tires and things. Do you get any responses from the minorities on that?
We don't really do a lot of outside business with a lot of places, but the business that does our uniform shirts and jackets and things, that's a minority-owned
Okay.
business. It's a lady-owned business.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's a minority. I know it's a lady-owned
Right.
business.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it mentioned women too, so.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
That's all.
Anything else? I think we're on to the next meeting date, which would be September 18th, 2023 at 4 PM, and it'll be held here at the City Hall in the council chambers.
Very good.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Any discussion? All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.
Bye.
Bye.